Welcome to the Mystic Access Podcast, where the magic is in learning.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the November 25th episode of the Mystic Access Podcast. She's Kim.
He's Chris. He must be on a caffeine high because he's talking really fast.
I must be on a high of some kind. No, actually, we're both sick here, so this is going to be a short podcast.
Short podcast today, finding nastiness, but, we're going to have a nice Thanksgiving and a nice podcast, and it's going to be okay. First, speaking of Thanksgiving, let's remind you of what's coming up very soon.
The open house. If you go to mysticaccess.com/openhouse2025, then you can register. As far as I know, everybody that has currently signed up should have gotten their registration information. And that's about it for the open house. It'll be Friday between 1 and 5 p.m.
Eastern time. You can come join us for 30 minutes or 2 hours or whatever you want to do, but we are looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and just come and bring your virtual leftovers and your technology questions or your Mystic Access questions.
Or just hang out with your friends.
Hang out with your friends. That's what it's all about. It's just a fun time. So if you're new and shy and not sure whether you want to come hang out with us. We'd love to have you.
It's not recorded.
It's not recorded. You will not get a recording. We never record these. But come join us. It's real easy. Just put your name and your email in the form and answer the question, and we will get you registered. All the registrations are manually approved, so please be patient while Chris gets those approved for you.
So the main topic of the podcast is going to be a little something that you picked up, but it might come in handy after having your turkey dinner.
For sure. So this is a pillow speaker. Now, this is not like pillow speakers of the past. I remember getting one of these as a teenager, and you literally put your pillow in between two speakers. And it was big, and it was bulky, and I think it was already trying to short out when it was brand new because one of the speakers sounded louder than the other. And it was perfectly fine, except that it really wouldn't have helped you if you had a partner laying next to you because it was loud. And that was at the time when we didn't have Bluetooth and stuff was wired, and you had a wire sticking out, and you had to move the volume control. Well, things have changed dramatically, obviously, in the space since many moons ago when I was a teenager. And we have newer, cooler things. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and I thought, if I could find something cheap, say $25 or less, then I'd be willing to try it and see if it's something I might enjoy. And I think I found one that I'm really going to enjoy. And I'm going to explain why I think it would be enjoyable for me for a couple different reasons. So what this is a skinny, rectangular device. It's probably about, what do you think, maybe 4 inches across,
Something
5
like
inches
that.
across?
Yeah, it's not very big.
It's not very big. It's very sleek. It's made out of plastic. It has 2 buttons on one side, a long skinny button and a short skinny button. The short skinny button is a power button and a play pause button, and you can do a couple other cool things with it that I will explain in a minute. The long button handles track selection and volume selection. Then on the other side is where the really interesting part is. The other side has 2 ports. One is a USB-C port. Yay! So you can put your cord in either way with your small end of your USB-C cord and then plug the other end into either a brick or a wall outlet if you have USB-Cs on your outlets, or plug into a power bank, whatever you need to do. But it's the other port that's really interesting. It's a little longer than the USB-C port, maybe almost twice as long. And it's really skinny. You want to guess what it is?
It's a TF card slot.
It's a TF card slot. So if you have a micro SD card, you can pop that in with your stuff on it and play it through the speaker. So let's say you have some guided meditations or some nature sounds or some music or some books or some podcasts. You can literally just pop in the TF card or SD card, however you want to think of it, and play it through the speaker. Now, I haven't tried that selection yet, but it definitely is available to you, which I just think is another nifty way to use this speaker.
One thing to keep in mind, though, if you read the description on Amazon, it says white noise.
It does.
It doesn't have white noise.
No. I think there are a few different iterations of this product, so it's quite misleading. This one does not include any kind of white noise mode. I specifically went on with an IRA agent to kind of look some stuff up and try and figure out what was what. And that's what we figured out was this version has no white noise. whatsoever.
They mention it in the manual, but they also mention that you would use your own apps.
That's right. There are plenty of apps out there, both free and paid, that include white noise options. You can certainly use that through this speaker. Now, in terms of what it's like, this is supposed to have stereo speakers, I believe, one in each end of this rectangle. On the back, or what I assume is the back, could potentially be the front, is a rubber or silicone coating. So it'll keep your speaker relatively still. And then you have the other side. You could really put it either way. You could lay it flat on the top, which is just a plastic top. Or you could turn it over to the other side, which, you may think of as the bottom or the top. I don't know. It just depends on how you lay it. And that's the side with the silicone or the rubber-ish covering to kind of hold it still. I've tried it both ways, and I've gotten success both ways. Now, here's the thing, though. It's going to depend partially on what kind of pillow you have. I was reading some reviews yesterday. A person was saying that they had a latex pillow. It worked quite well for it. Other people were saying their pillows didn't work. Some people were saying you have to be a side sleeper to enjoy it. I have not found that to be the case, even though I am generally a side sleeper. I've done it on my back and had no problems listening that way. So it's just an experiment. You're going to play. This is not a very expensive product. It's under $25. And even just to play with it, it's fine. And if it turns out that it doesn't really work for you, you can use it outside of the pillow and have still pretty good sound out of it. And I'm going to show you that in a minute.
It's pretty good sound, but it's not as good as your phone.
No, it's not as good as your phone. But if you just need to carry it with you, it's very lightweight. You can certainly carry it away from your phone. Say your phone's charging, right? And you only have a specific space that you can charge your phone. Maybe you're in a hotel or something. You could carry this to the bed, and you could use it in bed. Or you could put it on a little table by your bed. Whatever you want to do. You've got options with it. And you can still move through your tracks using this thing because it has Bluetooth, I think 5.1. So you can still utilize it to move between songs. So you've got two modes. You've got your Bluetooth mode and you got your TF card mode. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the connection process is like with this thing. So to do that first, we have to turn it on. So I'm going to press and hold the short skinny button, which is to the left, the way I'm holding it. I'm holding it with the buttons away from me. So with the plastic part on top. And the smaller button is to my left, facing away from me. And the skinny longer button is to my right. And the ports are facing me, the TF card port and the USB-C port. So I'm going to press and hold the smaller, shorter button.
Hello, Bluetooth mode.
And it says, hello, Bluetooth mode. That's what I want. So now I'm going to open my phone.
App switcher. Settings, active. Settings, active.
And you don't really need to hear my phone. I'm just going to connect it to Bluetooth.
Settings, back button. Other devices. In progress. In progress. Other devices. Sleep box. Button.
There it is.
Speaking rate. Words. Characters. Cap S. L. E. E. P. Space. Cap E. O. X.
Sleep box. That's what you're looking for. It's under my other devices heading.
Sleep box. Button.
I'm going to double tap it.
Sleep box.
It says sleep box connecting. And the speaker says connected. So we got the nice voice and it tells us we are connected. So now what I'm going to do, just to give you a taste of how it sounds, open TuneIn.
TuneIn Radio. Included with TuneIn Premium. Featured collections. Hear also. Heading. Hear the holiday reasons. Heading. WSHU All Classical. Button.
So here's a channel that I found. We're going to double tap.
Enter call mode. Button. Close. Button. Support for live streaming on WSHU comes from...
So there's a voice.
27 years of live-in home care throughout New England. Information at liveinhomecare.com.
And here is the music. I'm turning the volume up. You just press to turn the volume up. If I press the small button, it will pause. If I press it again, it'll play. Oh, you know what? I think I'm turning the volume down. My bad. So if you press it to the right, again, it's facing away from me, it's turning it down. If you press to the left...
And that's the longer button.
That's the longer button.
Maximum volume.
And I wanted to show you that it would say maximum volume.
Maximum volume.
So I'm going to pause it again. And let's find another station. Here's another one. We're going to try it and see what we're playing here. So, more bass here. But it actually does quite a good job.
For what it is, it works well.
It really does. So let's see what else I can find here. You can move through and listen quite well to what your phone is saying. Let's try this one. Again, something different. It's not bad, guys.
No.
Especially if you have it under your pillow. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I'm trying to, anyway. There we go. Sometimes you have to press the volume key a little slower. There we go. We're going down now. And even at lower volumes, it sounds quite nice. I'm going to pause it. There we go. And even if you have it off, you can change your volume and turn it back on. See, it's a little louder. So I want to show you something with this shorter key now. If I press it twice quickly,
Storage mode. Bluetooth mode.
now it went straight back to Bluetooth mode because we don't have anything in the TF card slot. If we did, it would have taken us to the storage mode where we could play music or whatever from the TF card slot. But as it was, it's smart enough to know it's empty, so it just moved us straight back to Bluetooth mode. So if you press it twice quickly, you can cycle between your modes. So twice once will take you to one mode, twice again will take you to another mode. If you press it 3 times, this is again the small short button.
Timer on.
Timer on. Now, I'm a little uncertain about the timer because I think this might be like a 2-hour timer.
I think it's a 90-minute timer.
Is it 90 minutes?
I believe so.
Okay. If, however, you press it 3 times again,
Timer off.
turn the timer off, someone was saying in the reviews that when there is no music connected, it'll eventually just turn itself off.
Makes sense.
So that's pretty cool, actually. It'll turn itself off so you don't have to worry about it. That part's quite nice. Let me show you a couple more things here. So I'm back in TuneIn, but I want to go to a different app. And I'm just showing you that I can easily move between my apps. I want to go into Now Reading for my Bard book. This is a book I was checking out because it looked cute.
Went dark. 5. There was a tickling feeling in Dak's stomach. Then another popping sound. The darkness faded. Dak blinked. He was in a completely different place. They were no longer.
And there is what it's like to read a book. Now, that was a little fast in terms of speed, but just to show you that it's absolutely possible to read a book or listen to a podcast with this. No worries whatsoever.
You could do Audible, you could do podcasts, you can do anything you want.
You sure can. I want to actually play an album, so let's just say play music.
Here's a station just for you on Apple Music.
Here's a station just for me on Apple Music. Okay, it's going to play some music. And what I want to show you is how to move between tracks. So you know how you move with the volume button? Just press to turn it up and down. If you press and hold. So if you press and hold to the right hand side, it takes you to the previous track. Press and hold to the left.
Maximum volume.
So if you're turning the volume up, that way is what you'll press to go to the next track. Next track. And actually, this is kind of cool because it shows you a bit of a different kinds of music. So you can easily move through tracks. If I want to go back to the previous, or in this case, I've been playing it for a couple seconds, so it took me back to the beginning of this track. So you can absolutely move through. No problems. And you can hear the vocal is quite good.
Yep, it is.
So, if I pause it, and I press and hold the short button, you hear that little boop. That tells me that it's disconnected, and then it automatically will turn itself off. Now let me turn it back on for you. I'll show you what happens.
Hello. Bluetooth mode.
And we wait a second. It does take a second.
Connected.
To connect. And I can begin playback again. Oops, maximum volume. So let's start playback. And I'm going to press and hold again from here. You don't hear the boop that time.
But it's off.
But I think it is off. Yep, there's the boop. So that should have turned it off. It's a cool little device. It's actually a bunch of letters is the name. So I didn't want to try and tell you what it was. I will link to it in the show notes, though, if you want to check out the one that I purchased. There are several of these. This one is very sleek, and a lot of people appreciate that about it. So it can go in one of those little skinny pockets of your bag, or you can easily pack it wherever you want. You could actually put it, if you take a pillow with you, you could put it in your pillowcase. And if you have a favorite pillow that you travel with, you can take it inside the pillow if you like. So you've got plenty of ways to pack it, take it, keep it. One person said it didn't stay in one place in their pillow. I have not had that experience, but certainly just move it a little bit. You know, it's not a huge deal. It's flat. It's not too hard to move around in there if it moves slightly. So I just thought it was a cool thing to get and enjoy. You certainly would not, I feel, depending, I guess, on how your partner's sleep habits are, I don't think you would alert your partner or
probably not
cause your partner less sleep with this thing, especially under your pillow. For the most part, for me, I can see myself listening to, say, nature sounds or instrumental music with this more so than, say, podcasts or audiobooks. I can see where your audio for words might get a little muffled depending on, you know, it's under your pillow. So it's going to depend on your pillow. It's going to depend on placement. But certainly you can try this in different ways. And again, you can just use it as a little speaker if you need to in a pinch, or just take it out from under your pillow and put it next to you. If you're the only one sleeping in bed, you can certainly do it that way. It's a little tiny, sleek little speaker that's not going to be in your way. So several uses for it. I'm sure you could come up with your own. And it is a definite cool little gadget. And I thought it was worth talking about, especially with the TF card mode. What do you think? Do you think this would be something cool for somebody's Christmas tree?
Yeah. Yeah.
So really want to take a second, wish you guys in the States a very happy Thanksgiving, and the rest of you just a great upcoming weekend. We're grateful for you. We appreciate you. And we are going to come back with some cool stuff to round out the year. But again, we'd love to have you for the open house. Come hang out with us if you'd like. In the meantime, eat a lot, have a lot of fun, cuddle with your loved ones, and have a great time this Thanksgiving for those of you here in the States. We are looking forward to it. We are under a winter storm watch, so might get some Thanksgiving snow. Nothing new here.
Nothing new.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
The preceding podcast is a presentation of Mystic Access, where the magic is in learning. If you are blind or visually impaired and wish to experience less stress and more fun on your unique assistive technology journey, our comprehensive audio documentation and additional offerings are here to support you. We welcome your visit at mysticaccess.com. That's mysticaccess.com. Have a question or wish to place an order via phone? Call us at 716-543-3323. If you have comments to share about this episode, follow our phone menu prompts to reach our Mystic Access podcast comment line. Email us at info@mysticaccess.com and connect with us on social media, Mastodon, mysticaccess.online, and facebook.com/mysticaccessempower. Would you like to spread the word about our podcasts? Anyone may explore our extensive archives and subscribe to receive our bi-weekly episodes at mysticaccesspodcast.com. If you enjoy our content, please consider rating and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. Thanks for spreading the word and for being a listener. We hope you enjoyed this episode.